What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing? Welcome back here to another football video, and today I thought I would do a rating of all the upcoming Premier League kits for this upcoming Premier League season. So let's get into this video, shall we? So starting off with the Arsenal home kit, I think this looks very nice right here. As you can see, Arsenal, they're still keeping up here with the tradition of playing with the red and the white kits. You know, the red torso and the white sleeve ones. So hey, I just have to give it up to Arsenal for keeping up with their tradition. So I would have to give this kit here a 10 out of 10 just because Arsenal, they are still keeping up with the tradition here, and it looks pretty impressive if you ask me. And now for the away kit, I personally like this design really well. I would have to give this here a 10 out of 10 just because it reminds me of the Arsenal throwback jersey. So a pretty good design here. Now as for the third kit here, I really like the design here too just because of the little zigzag design. I think it looks pretty solid right here as well, so 10 out of 10. As for the goalkeeper though, I must say this goalkeeper one here is very creative. 10 out of 10 easily, man, just because of the green color design right here. Like, just look at that, it looks absolutely vibish. Now moving on to Aston Villa here, I would give this a 9 out of 10 just because Aston Villa, they did a decent job here too on their kit design, you know, just doing the little stripe design. Aston Villa still also keeping up with the kit of their tradition. Now moving on to Brentford here, I personally like this here more than the Aston Villa kit design just because I think that this Brentford kit kind of reminds me of the Peru jerseys, but it's just they use extra stripes here to it as it looks very similar to the Peru national football team's jerseys. So I would have to give this here a 10 out of 10, especially since like the red and the white design, I personally like it here. And they got themselves a little nice logo right here, it says Hollywood Bets right here, and this kit also looks kind of similar to Atletico Madrid's kit, but the only difference is the red color design. As for their away kits, I would also give this a 10 out of 10 here just because it reminds me of the Borussia Dortmund kit designs here, and as you can see, there's a little stripe right here. You can see the stripes right here a little bit, so hey, I personally like this kit as well here. So for the away kit, 10 out of 10 just because of that Borussia Dortmund vibe. And now looking at the goalkeeper color kit, I personally like the goalkeeper color kit too. I would also give this a 10 out of 10 here just because I think Brentford here were pretty creative, especially with the shoulder kit designs. You know, it looks kind of similar to Arsenal goalkeeper away kit, but the only difference is the color pattern here, and I personally like the color pattern here. Now moving on to Brighton here, I really like this kit here too, man. 10 out of 10. So far the Premier League kit designs just absolutely caught me by surprise, and I personally am enjoying them just because you gotta appreciate the amount of work the designers put into the kits here, and I really like this one here too, you know. So 10 out of 10 here for Brighton, especially with the color stripes, the blue and the white stripes. I think that fits their team very, very well, especially their logo. Like, this was absolutely so far the most creative kit design I've ever seen besides the Brentford home kits. As for their away kits, I also give this a 10 out of 10 here just because of the little shoulder stripe designs and just the light blue design. I personally think it's got a nice little vibe to it, and I think you can see like a little stripe here as well. So this kit right here looks like a vibe too, so a 10 out of 10. Now moving on to Chelsea's kit design here, this kit design here looks absolutely stylish here too, especially with the stripes and the zigzag right here. Like, man, Chelsea's kit design just absolutely looks so sick. And no offense here, but I think it looks way better than the Arsenal kit here, but hey, that's just my personal opinion. So I would have to give the Chelsea kit here a 10 out of 10 just because the design of Chelsea right here, especially with the zigzag here and the 3, it looks completely incredible. Plus they got that nice little Nike logo right there as well. So a for Chelsea, man, solid job. And you can also see a little yellow design like right here on the back as well. So a solid job for Chelsea, man. Now as for their away kit design, it looks alright, but I would give this a 9 out of 10 just because I personally prefer their home kit, because with their away design, I think they still did a pretty decent job too, especially with the stripes right there. It looks very similar to Borussia Dortmund 2012-2013 home kit. The only difference is just the angle right here of the line. As for their third kit design, it looks kind of similar to Arsenal's kit design, but still I would give this probably an 8 out of 10 here just because I think that the other kits look kind of better compared to the third kit design, but this one right here looks a pretty decent efforts that the designers made. What I like about this kit here is just a little blue design right here, so I would give this an 8 out of 10, but the reason why I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 just because I personally prefer the other first away kit. As for the goalkeeper kit looks not too bad either, man. I personally like the stripe design here of the goalkeeper kit, so I would give this a 9 out of 10 here. No offense here, but I think that the Arsenal goalkeeper kit looks way better compared to the Chelsea goalkeeper kit, but hey, that's just my personal opinion, but I still give this a 9 out of 10. Now this right here is Crystal Palace's away kit design. As you can see, man, this looks absolutely beautiful right here, and this gives off a pretty good vibe here too, as this kind of reminds me of the Colombia and the Ecuador kits as well. So I think they kind of added a little bit of combination of the Colombia kit design and the Ecuador kit design. So I personally also like the little bird design right there. As you can see, the little bird and the beak. This definitely deserves a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, just because of the effort right here to design this kit, man, just absolutely sexy. As for the Everton kit design, it looks pretty alright too right here. As you can see, it's got the straps as well. I would give this an 8 out of 10 just because I personally like the Crystal Palace kit design more. As for the away kit design, I would give this an 8 out of 10 here just because I think that it's hard to pick whether the home kit or the The away kit is better, but the away kit looks not too shabby either. But as for the goalkeeper kit though, I must say the goalkeeper kit looks absolutely creative. I'd give this a 10 out of 10 here. Just absolutely creative design, especially with the blue, black, and the yellow stripes. So now we have the Leeds United home kit design. It doesn't look as exciting as the previous kits do right here, but I'll give this a 7 out of 10 right here just because of the logo right here. It looks pretty decent if you ask me. But I kind of feel like they could have added maybe more stripes to the kit here, you know, particularly for the torso area and all that stuff. So that's why I'm giving this right here a 7 out of 10 here for Leeds United. As for the away kit design, I personally think they did a better effort on the away kit design compared to the home kit design, just because I think that maybe they could have given off a little bit of an extra effort for the home kit design. But the away kit design, it looks not too bad here, especially with the color scheme. I personally like it. 10 out of 10. As for the third kit design, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 here just because I think it looks slightly better compared to the home kit design. Now, as for the Leicester City home kit design, I personally really like this one, especially, you know, since I think this reminds me of the Chelsea home kits from last year. The only difference is that the color is a bit lighter here, but still the color rush here looks pretty decent, and I would give this right here a 10 out of 10. I personally really like it. I think they did a heck of a job of designing this kit here, so a pretty solid job right there for Leicester City. Now, as for the away kit here, it looks pretty okay-ish right here. I would give this an 8 out of 10 here just because I think that the home kit design looks way better compared to the away kit, but the away kit looks alright here with the stripes right there with the mini stripes. Now, looking at the goalkeeper kit design, I personally like it. I'd give this a 9 out of 10 here just because of the color rushes right here. It looks pretty sick. Now, right here, looking at Liverpool's kit, I would give this a 10 out of 10 here just because I really like the zigzag logo right here and just the red color rush here. I think it fits the club very, very well, especially since, you know, Liverpool, they always make sick jersey designs in my opinion. I think that Liverpool are one of the top clubs in the Premier League that always has crazy kit designs, and this kit design here, man, I personally like it. It gives off a pretty nice vibe here. It just looks absolutely clean and stylish, so that's why I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. So looking at Liverpool's away kit design, I would give this a 10 out of 10 just because I like the stripes here and the Nike design here and the logo design. I think it fits the kit very, very well, so 10 out of 10. As for their third kit design, I would give this a 9 out of 10 here just because I think it looks very similar to their 15-16 away kit here, and the stripes here look not too shabby. But looking at the goalkeeper kit, I think it looks very solid here too, especially with the pattern design. I personally really like it here, so 10 out of 10. Looking at this kit here, I like it too. I would give it a 10 out of 10 here just because I like the logo design here on it and the Nike. I think it blends in with the kit very, very well. Now looking at Manchester City's kit design, I think that 93-20 right here is the time that Sergio Aguero scored that goal that gave them the Premier League title. But still, the light blue design here looks very solid, especially with the stripe on the side and the Etihad Airways design with the Puma here and the Manchester City logo here. Hey, I personally think it looks very respectable and solid, so 10 out of 10. Now looking at their away kit design, I really like it here too. It kind of reminds me of Real Madrid's 17-18 home kit here with the white color design and the stripes, and the light bluish design here just looks absolutely similar here. But hey, I think that the logo design here with the Puma and the Etihad Airways here just fits it very, very well, so a 10 out of 10 for this kit. Must say, really great job. As for their third kit, I would give it an 8 out of 10 here just because of the two stripe design here where it says Man City and Etihad Airways. I think that looks very respectable, so 8 out of 10. Now looking at their goalkeeper kit design, it looks very creative here. It almost looks like an arcade game here with the stripes, but I still think it's a very solid job on the keeper kit design, so 8 out of 10. So looking at Manchester United's kit design, it looks pretty nice right here. I have to say it's a very stylish design, just kind of a glossy-ish design, I'd have to say, and I would have to give this a 9 out of 10 here. I think that the design kit here looks pretty alright-ish. Now looking at their away kit though, I have to say the away kit looks pretty sweet. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I think it looks better than the home kit just because of the stripe design. It looks pretty nice in my opinion, especially on the shoulders. As for their third kit design, it looks like a throwback of the 1993 to 1995 away kit design, so it kind of looks like a nostalgic design, so I would have to give this one a 10 out of 10 in my opinion just because of the stripe design. Like, that's what I think makes the Manchester United kits very well made. So looking at the Newcastle home kit design, I would have to give it a 10 out of 10 here. I personally think that the stripe design here looks very well made, and it looks very similar to the Juventus kit design from 2 years ago, so I have to say they did a heck of a job here on the Newcastle home kit design. Now what I liked about the goalkeeper kit here is just the stripe design. It looks very well made, so 10 out of 10 in my opinion. So looking at the Norwich City home kit design, I would have to say it looks very well made, especially with the stripes here and just the yellow and green design. It just looks absolutely vibe-ish. So as you can see, the stripes here fit this logo design perfectly, very, very well, and it just gives you a very nice look here, so hey, 10 out of 10 here for Norwich City. As for their goalkeeper one, I really like the color rush design here, so 10 out of 10 as well. So looking at the Southampton home kit design, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 in my eyes, just because of the red and the white design here, along with the little arrow-like designs. Man, they made this kit very, very well made, and I think this could be one of the best kits I've ever seen for Southampton. So it would would be absolutely ridiculous not to rate this kit a 10 out of 10. Now looking at the away kit design, it's got a nice little yellow touch to it, so I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. Now looking at the third kit design, it was very well made in my opinion, especially with the mix of black and red. It looks absolutely stylish. So this in my opinion deserves a 10 out of 10. As for the goalkeeper design, man, this looks absolutely sick here, so 10 out of 10 as well, especially because of the squiggly design here. I think it's very well made. And looking at the goalkeeper away kit, I'd have to say 10 out of 10 as well, especially because of the color combination. As for the goalkeeper third design, I would also have to give this a 10 out of 10 just because I feel like that Southampton are very creative with their kits. So far the team kits that I like the most in my opinion would have to be the Southampton ones, as I have to say they were just completely creative. Now looking at Tottenham's home kit design, I would give this a 7 out of 10 just because I feel like that maybe they could have added some stripes and some extra logos here, but it looks alright. But as for their away kit design, I would have to say the away kit design looks absolutely mind-blowing, so I would give this a 10 out of 10 just because of the crazy color rush design here. Like, I must say that looks absolutely stylish, and I think that's way better than Tottenham's home kit. Now looking at Tottenham's third kit design, it looks like a combination of white and light and dark purple, but I still would have to say their kit design here looks completely sick, especially with the stripes, so this one in my opinion deserves a 10 out of 10. But I just feel like they could have done more effort on the home kit design if you ask me. Now looking at their goalkeeper kit, it looks kind of similar to Arsenal, so I will give this a 9 out of 10, but still it looks very well made, just kind of similar to Arsenal's in my opinion. Now if I'm honest here with Watford's home kit design, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. As for their away kit, I give this a 9 out of 10. For third, I would give this an 8 out of 10. Now looking at West Ham's design, I'll give this an 8 out of 10. For their away kit though, it looks very solid. It kind of reminds me of the Argentina stripe kit design, so I'd have to say 10 out of 10. For their third design, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Last but not least, we got Wolverhampton here. For this one though, I'll give this a 10 out of 10 just because of the yellow design here. It looks very solid. As for their away design, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. And the goalkeeper design though looks pretty creative, so I'll give this a 10 out of 10. So ladies and gents, that's my video here. Hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought about the kits in the comment section below.